Okay, welcome to episode 10 of Let's Play Savage Lands by Randomised User. Right, there's been a new update. First and foremost, the Pike Resurrection now plays a Brian Eno soundtrack. It's quite disturbing. Nice. Anyway, I'm in the Stone Forge village, which has had a little bit of a redesign. It doesn't look completely different, but now, instead of the forge being in that building over there, I think, it's now been stuck on the outside of this building over here to make it a bit more obvious where it is, but also possibly in preparation for the fact that you can now build your own forges. Let's do that. Look over there. This is the new blueprint for the blacksmith. It requires a lot of stuff, loads of stone, some medium quality ore, low quality ore, and some coal, which is new to the game but is mined like anything else from good rocky outcrops. So today we're going to actually try and build a blacksmith, and also mention a few of the other changes. And also one of the things that I'll show you right now. Meat now provides you with a bit more hunger, and they've also fiddled around with things like the berries and the nuts to give them slightly different effects and what have you. I won't go into that because it's bloody dull. Anyway, right, I'm going to go and do a mining because I need quite a bit of stone and stuff like that. So I've got my big fat hammer. I'm going to whack this, which is a nice big rock, and because it's in a village, I think it's going to provide us with something decent. Oh, good. Stone. Well, I need a lot of stone. The rocky outcrops such as this. Oh, there's some coal. Ooh, they actually does give you quite a lot of coal at the moment. Oh, radiant. Oh, look at this. It's a bit hard to tell, but the radiant gem fragment now glows. So my shadow is now kind of weird and orange, which I'm sure you're very pleased by. Yeah, these rocks have been tweaked now to give more stuff, so they don't just wear out really quickly and you're going to have to find another rock. There's a lot more stuff in them to get, which is nice because it's rather nice. I think also, don't quote me on this, but I think hammers now actually last a bit longer. So mining now is a case of finding one rock and beating it to death rather than finding about 10 rocks and beating them to death. Well, I'm already bored of hitting rocks. I'm going to start the blacksmithery. Stupidly, I'm going to do it in the same village as there already is one. Normally, you probably wouldn't do that. You go to a village without a forge and build it there. But I don't fancy my chances, but I'll probably die on the way. This is a new world, by the way. The last one that I've been using in previous episodes didn't work with this update for some reason. Place blacksmith there. Right, these blueprints, oh, kind of yellow prints. Now, there's been a tweak. I think you can just, if you just bash it. Yes, watch this. Bang, bang. Okay, eventually. Hang on. There we go. A whack with my big fat skull. Yeah, you can now destroy blueprints by giving them a whack, which is handy. Downside, the blueprints are a lot less permanent than they used to be. If you just leave that there, it'll now eventually despawn. Which means if you've been using them as beacons, as permanent beacons to navigate your way around the map, you can't now. So all that stuff in episode 9 when I went to find the monolith and I mapped my progress out using Pike Resurrections can no longer do that. So, God, look at all this stuff I have to put in. 55 stone. Right, I've thrown in what I've got so far, which I've put in a bit of medium quality ore. We need a lot of low quality ore, a bit more coal, and a lot of wood. So I'm going to have to go and bloody well mine it, aren't I? God damn it. Do 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 do. Stone. Right. How are we doing now? Apply. Oh, wow. Okay, 25 stone. A lot of the medium quality ore, all of the low quality ore, and all of the coal. So I need a bit more medium ore, all the wood, and shitloads more stone. Okay. I've been watching some of the dev streams on Twitch recently, just to see what else is going to come into the next few updates. And there's quite a few interesting things. They're finally going to add bows in the very near future, which will be handy, and we can finally take out deer without too much stress, hopefully. They're going to put in loads of more kind of tame animals or whatever, like a bit like the deer ones. So there'll be goats, cows and rams. I think they also talked about adding rabbits and crows in, possibly. And also a few more enemies. This is riveting footage. And a few more enemies as well. They mentioned swarmers, which would come out at night, and the small fast trolls that will come and surround you. And also ogres. Ogres. That's all they said on the matter. So there's still plenty. There's still plenty in the immediate future. Don't know what they're going to do in the long term, but yeah, they're going to keep. I think they're going to be adding stuff into the island, new structures, new villages, and new communities. I think is the word I used. So it should be interesting to see where it's going. But at the moment, it is quite a slow process. But hey, speaking of slow processes, I don't think I mentioned in I think for a couple of updates now, you've been able to restock your campfire. And this is not a campfire that I originally put here. This is already in the village, and you no longer have to find loads of stone to build a camp. Well, to build a campfire you do, but to rejuvenate one, including ones that are already in the game, all you need is flint and a bit of wood. Yeah, I need a better hammer. If you spend any time in this game whatsoever, such as like 35 hours, fuck. You do realise that the basic hammer that you can find in villages, or the basic one you can craft, is crap! It takes 10 hits to mine anything, whereas if you get the good hammer, it only takes 2 or 3. And it's worth it, and it just means you have to go and find yet more sinew, which I'm doing now. Bushes now, some of them now provide food. Like, there we go, frostberries. If you hit these kind of, well, they look like frosty ferns, really. Those are the ones that are most likely to drop them. Again, that's something that's been in the game for a couple of builds now. Right, I heard mooing over here. Sound is a very useful source of information in this game, so wear headphones. Oh, yep, head to the right. Yep, there they are. Right, this skull is bloody good, by the way, this skull on a stick. It's one of the most damaging things in the game, and it's not too expensive to build. Lots of sinew, skull, some human bone, and a couple of other things. There we go. Oh, decent bit of sinew, and also he's not run off because he's a silly. And there we go, 1 hit kill. Nice. Right, crafted myself a new big fat hammer, and now the hammering begins again. Remember when Andy Warhol made that video, which was just a camera pointing at a skyscraper for about 10 hours? And the big highlight of the video was the fact that at one point it went dark a bit, because that's what days do. And the big excitement was, if you watched it for the whole 10 hours, at one point you can actually see his reflection. Possibly. So there's that. Anyway, I mention long, boring footage for no particular reason at this point. Okay, get ready for the ride of your life. Yes! Oh, shit. Wrong tool. Yeah! Woo! Look at me. Look at me, Ma. Woohoo! Yeah. Soothing. Calm. Oh! Fuck you, Bryony, no! Trampled on your head. She's as bold as Bryony now. Okay, I think I've got all the materials now, so I'm going to finish off my forge as the sun goes down over Stone Forge Village, which probably has a name. It might be, I think it's Tillian, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So, that's the stone, all the wood, and bingo! There should be a noise. There's not a noise. Oh well. There's my stone forge. I've built a stone forge. This building used to be in this village, but they took it out, and now I've put it back again. Ah, you can't keep me down. And there we go! An actual forge built with my own 2 hands, and lots of mined ore and things. So, I might as well build something on it, even though I don't actually need to. So I'm going to build another compass, and keep one spare. I've already got the materials. Yep, there it is. Craft! And there we go! The very first thing I've ever crafted using a forge I've built myself. Hooray! Hooray for the forge. And that's pretty much it, really. Okay, thanks for watching. This has been Randomised User on Let's Play Savage Lands, episode number 10. Subscribe for more from Randomised User, and more episodes of this, and lots more besides. So, see you next time.